All right. So when last we left our group, you guys had made it to Phandelin and discovered that Phandelins kind of have a red brand infestation in town, and you were going to deal with that.
Oops.
Do you guys want to? Does someone want to do a kind of a recap of everything that happened?
Yeah, I kind of goofed up, and I'll chime in. I kind of goofed up and started a fight with the Red Brands last week. Oops, sorry. My bad.
We also learned some important details about what was going on in the city, and also got a clue as to how you can find this Cragmaw Castle. No one's heard of that castle, but you do have, you know where to find someone who's going to know where that is. You also met some of the town folk and discovered about this red brand problem, and then immediately started a fight with some of them in the street. And now it seems like you guys are probably, if you don't go take care of them, they're probably going to be taking care of you. We left off at the Shrine of Luck in the middle of town. And you know that the Red Brands are usually getting drunk during the day at the Sleeping Giant Tavern when they're not harassing the citizens of Phandalin. And they seem to lair at the old abandoned Tricinder Manor at the top of the hill overlooking the small town. So there we have it. What would you guys like to do?
Well, what do you guys think? I say we just take out the Red Brands. I mean, if they're in the tavern getting, plowed on a Red Brain hideout.
I thought we were going to go straight to the big bad, and since he didn't, since they're in the
hideout, yeah.
Oh, I mean, since they're getting drunk, they're not protecting him. That's less to deal with.
I remember thinking we should just lock the doors to the inn and burn the place down with them in it.
And you were informed that the proprietor of the ale house is not a Red Brand and is kind of a nice dwarf lady that you probably don't want to
not
kill.
The ale house. The house
point?
where the big bad is.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's not much of a house left there, but the ruins of Tricinder Manor, yeah, if you burn that down. But you know that they layer underneath. So in the cellars
there could be tunnels. Right. I mean, anybody that's halfway smart is going to have a tunnel that's going to lead out from their home just for that reason. So
that's what I have in my house right here too. So just in case I need to get out fast.
So I mean, if we figure out a way to maybe go in and they think that we're there under, I don't know, pretend that we want a job from him, that we can join his group. I mean, the ones that we attacked hopefully didn't go back there. Hopefully they went somewhere else and they wouldn't know who we were.
Yeah, I think the smart move is not to go to the Giants Inn, because that's where I would go if it was me and I was just attacked and I ran away. I would go to that place first and tell everybody that, hey, entire army, I was just attacked, and then they would know.
And they might be coming after us, so they never expect us to go to their place.
Well, I'm sure they're going to be after us.
No matter what.
But if you cut off the head of the snake...
I say we burn the building.
There's a nice dwarf in there, turns out.
Yeah. Never mind. I take it back.
Well, I mean, it's just a dwarf. What's the...
Do we really want to burn a place that could have lots of loot? I mean, lots of other innocent people?
Well, it's not like, the gold will go anywhere. It would just, get melted.
Yeah, but we don't know what else might be there that might be interesting. It could burn. Like, they could have prisoners. We don't know.
All right. Well, is that the game plan? We head to the Red Brand hideout. Maybe we scout it out, see if we can't find a secret or different entrance way in there. turn into a weasel.
Oh, I pet you. Good little weasel. Good weasel.
Sure, you're a weasel now.
All right, I'm going to go.
So I'm gonna change my clothes a little bit, fix my hair a little different, wrap one of the cloaks across my arm, and put my weasel brother on my shoulder, and head towards that big bad's place.
Got my weasel brother on my shoulder.
So
Who's a good weasel?
as you approach Tresender Manor, it seems pretty abandoned. The walls are mostly there, but a good portion of the roof has collapsed in, and the place has been picked over for building supplies. You notice that the doors, for instance, are all gone, and the windows that aren't broken have been pried out by someone, and it looks quite abandoned. As you move in and move about, you find a door leading to a cellar right by what used to be the kitchen. Someone's broadcasting my voice back to me. I think that's you, Murder Hobo.
You mean like a hatch on the ground in the kitchen?
Like a hatch on the ground, and it's pretty obvious to tell that kind of the trail leading into the house goes right to that spot. That looks like it leads to some kind of cellar.
Oh, so
Weasel
there's, like,
powers
traffic
activate.
and stuff around it. Looks like other people
Correct.
have used it. Okay.
Yep.
So I will kneel down and knock on it.
Oh yeah.
You knock on it, wait a few moments, and nobody answers or anything.
Well, I'm
Was it-
going to check it over and make sure there's no traps on it. Because I'm going to open it.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I
Open
say-
that trapdoor.
Yeah, that's good, sis. Just let them know that we're here. Just let
We
'em know
knock
that
on
we're
it,
here.
then I'm
who
gonna
we
check.
are.
Well, weasel powers activate is what I say. Send the weasel in first.
How many of those cloaks do we have? Do we have like 3 of them?
2. One's kind of burnt.
One's kind of burnt.
Well, can I get an investigation check there from you, Adara? Looks fine. It doesn't look like anything's. It's not locked. It's a simple hatch. There's nothing connected to any of the hinges. You can't see any wires or anything like that. Looks fine.
I'm going to open it.
Okay, I'm going to share a map with you guys. All right. So the door opens into a 5-foot wide landing, 15 feet above a large cellar, with stone steps descending to the floor in 2 short flights. Another door stands beneath the stairs to the north. A large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels.
Don't see anything else.
Just
Walking
what
around, no guards or anything.
just what I described. It appears to be unoccupied, the room, but
Is it dark?
I'll move in. I'll walk down. You have the 2 different flights of stairs and check things out. I see the 2 doors that we're talking, kind of going, and they're closed, right? Both those are.
both those doors are closed. There are 2 lanterns hanging on sconces on the walls that are burning, so you do have fairly good light in this room.
All right. So I'm going to go over and check those doors out and make sure there's no traps, and then I'm going to knock on them.
Okay, yeah.
There's
Go
no
ahead
traps.
and move your token to the first one and give me a investigation check.
Okay. Where's... I can't even see where... Let's see. Ah. Okay.
Same thing here. You look it over, and it appears not to be trapped. And yeah, it looks fine to you.
Okay.
You're going to open it up?
Knock and open it up. Open it up.
Okay. All right. So what exactly did you do? You knocked and opened it up? What did you do?
I knocked, and then I started slowly opening it up. I announced that I was there, so it doesn't seem like have ill intent.
Okay.
And I am carrying the red cloak, where it's obvious I have it. I'm not wearing it,
So
but I'm carrying it.
This appears to be a storeroom, pressed into service as living quarters. 2 double bunks stand against the wall near the door, while barrels and crates fill the southern half of the chamber. And as you open the door, you notice that these 3 red brands, and it looks like 2 of them had just been aroused by your knock. And the other guy was not that kind of aroused. Worm, come on. Mine out of the gutter.
I thought I was one sexy knock.
They do have some morning wood, but that's just a biological function. Nothing going on there. And the other guy is already
I've got
up,
brothers,
and he's like getting ready to go somewhere. And they all look at you, and they are, stunned for a minute. And you have something, you can tell them something, or
hi. So I was in town and watched a little fighting, and I show the cloak. A few of your friends might have been dispatched. So I thought, you might be a couple people short. You might need some new help. So here I am.
Okay, give me a deception check. Okay, so they just kind of look at each other, and they look at you, and they look back at each other, and they're like, they don't know what to do at this point. So the 2 that are just waking up kind of stand up off the bed and get their stuff on, and then like, okay, what happened to the other guys? As the speaker points to the cloak you're holding.
Well, there was this paladin dude, and apparently they were trying to rob some guy, and they weren't doing a very good job, and he kind of killed a couple of them. So stuff happens, and I was watching it. I didn't want to get involved, but I thought, you know what? Maybe y'all could use help.
Well, we do need new recruits, but you're not.
I'm pretty good with doors.
Well, who did you? Oh, well, always use a lock breaker. So they start to kind of use some jive talk, and they're using thieves' cant to ask if are you actually good at picking locks, basically.
And I reply, yes, I am.
Again, in thieves' cant.
In thieves' cant.
Okay, and so these are just kind of slang words and such. It's in common, but if you're not a thief, you really wouldn't know what they were talking about, and they wouldn't know what you were talking about. But since everybody knows what everybody's talking about, they seem to relax a little bit.
Is it like on Zoom where they go?
I brought
exactly.
I brought some muscle with me, and I brought a healer with me because it never hurts to have one.
Oh yeah, that's
and a
great.
weasel.
That's great. And so they start.
And my pet weasel.
They start to come out of of their little bunk area. So what's your intention here, Adara?
I want to lead them out to my brothers.
Okay, yeah, they're following you out. Swords are not drawn. And as soon as the one guy gets here, they're kind of coming out. I guess as Ruffian 2 gets out and he sees Warner, he goes, wait a minute, that's the guy. And we'll go ahead and roll initiative at this point.
Oh, nice.
But wait a minute. It's not our fault that you are a hasty.
Awesome initiative roll again. Go into cleanup mode.
Bat and cleanup. Someone's got to do it, right?
Hey, I only see me on the map.
It's because the door was closed, buddy.
All right.
All right. Well, so
I'm going to turn.
Adara, with their exclamation of, "Oh wait, that's the guy!" You realize that they're gonna probably attack, and so, but you're quicker. You're anticipating this. So, what are you gonna do to make them regret their life's choices?
I'm pulling out the bow and I'm shooting the first one.
Shoot the weasel.
Oh, that's a hit.
I'm not
He
shooting the
staggers
weasel.
back with a groan and is wounded.
I mean, the weasel should be like an arrow.
Anything else? Are you gonna make movement or bonus action of any kind?
I've already stepped back enough that they can get past me. So, and of course, I put my brother on the ground
Okay, sounds good.
so he can do his thing.
Want some beats, Mr. Weasel. You're on the ground.
In order for me to change forms, it's a bonus action. Well, I'm assuming that I can't change forms, cast my Shalakalaka Club, and then attack one of these guys, because that would essentially be 2 bonus actions, right?
I will let you do it because your being a weasel was meant for something else, and you kind of got the drop on these guys. So I'll go ahead and if you want to do that, I'll let you have 2 bonus actions this round.
Sweet.
And everyone's going to complain that that's not how the rules work, but that's okay.
Hey, it's your game, Andrew. It's your game.
You're
So-
GM, you're God.
Your sister puts you down here. You transform back into a non-weasel form and shillelagh your cudgel.
Ooh, that's cool. What happened there? Why did I get this cool looking circle around my token? That's nifty.
That's the new
I
whatchamacallit.
had it selected, so.
Wow, fancy stuff. All right, I'm going to choose this guy here, and it's going to be the shellac attack, which I triumphantly call out as I walk towards him. It's shellac attack. Where's my actions? And here we go. Ooh, solid 15. Maximum damage. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You crumple this guy down to the floor as his brains are showing through the smashed part of his skull, and he is no more.
Don't break my arrow.
Save me one, bro. Come on.
Okay, is that going to be it for you, Wansome? You've got more movement if you want to make it.
If I have more move, I'm going to hop into the pool.
Yeah, sure.
Get some of the blood and guts off me.
Yeah, go ahead and hop in. The water is cool and refreshing. It comes up to a little bit above your waist.
Thanks for tainting the drinking water. I was just going to fill up my canteen, my water skin. Way to go.
You said taint.
Red Band Ruffian moves up to this point, and he's going to swing at Adara. And he calls you some nasty, nasty words that I won't repeat here because we don't want to get kicked off YouTube or something.
No, we don't want to offend anybody. People
Yeah,
get offended.
we
So
don't
easy on YouTube.
It really is.
Speak for yourself.
And she replies back in kind. An orc, nonetheless. Because, of course, my brothers would have taught me all the good cuss words.
I have the mouth of an angel. What are you talking about?
Okay, so my other brother.
All right, sorry about that. Had a little technical difficulty. So he's got the 2 short sword attacks. He's going to point them both at you, Adara.
I like this.
Mm.
These
First
guys
one
get
to
fire
hit.
attacks around. I'm reading in the monster
Hey,
manual.
I didn't write this adventure, buddy. It's in here.
DM, I'm reading the monster manual.
I'm going to try to evade this.
The second one's a miss, so no problem there. But you do take 7 damage. Red Band Ruffian number 3, he's going to run out and get to this point. He's going to attack Wansome.
What?
Ooh, that'd be a hit. Ooh, he hit you pretty good there. The second attack is a miss. And as he's stabbing at you with his short sword, you realize he's trying to push you under the water to hopefully drown you. Brax, you see all this commotion down there? Were you going to just pop some popcorn and watch, or what are you going to do?
So do I walk down the stairs this way, or do I come across this way? I
Okay,
don't
that's
understand.
like that's a 15-foot drop if you go straight. So probably you should go down the stairs.
All right. Well, it doesn't have a railing. I think that's probably against OSHA
It's
violation.
definitely against
Could be.
OSHA. These guys are going to get in trouble.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move down the stairs then. Let's see. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right about here. And then I'm going to cast Firebolt on Mr. Ruffian 1.
It's his favorite kind of bolt. It misses, however.
That's it then. I shall.
All right. Second level kind of sucks, huh? Warner, for you.
Right, so I'm gonna definitely engage. I'm gonna come up by my sis. I'll move 10 feet. I'll also be. I would assume I probably had my long sword drawn as soon as we
Sure.
came
Yeah.
down into the Red Brain hideout. So I'm actually out of all magic because we've just came right here. We didn't stop. We didn't rest. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack the first Red Brain. And I'm gonna miss.
Ouch. Well, that's that.
It says I do have an inspiration, so
You do?
I don't remember using it. So I think, I mean, Sis already killed one, so I think I'll save the inspiration. So
No, I didn't kill it. I just heard it.
well, one
your brother killed him.
Oh yeah,
Brother
yeah,
killed
little
it.
bro, yeah, little bro.
You got
killed
That's why he's
ladies,
taking a bath.
So no inspiration for you. Then we go
No,
to.
I'm gonna save it.
Okay, we go to Adara then.
I'm gonna save it to
Alright.
the big bad guy like everybody else does. But no, I'm just kidding.
Smart move. Smart move.
Around the pool, is there like a ledge that you could stand on, or is it a thin ledge?
Like a diving board?
It's pretty thin. I would require an acrobatics check if you
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to get up on it. It's only a
I'm
couple
gonna
inches.
step back.
Okay, he is
and
within
let an
reach. He is within reach, so stepping back is gonna get an opportunity attack on you.
I don't. Oh, if he's within reach, that means I can use a sword. Never mind.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I've already. So, going for the guts.
Oh,
Ooh, there's a hit.
The
it's
guts.
about time you do something. Jeez.
As I, not try not to hit the brothers. And
Thinking of doing shocking
Oops.
grasp in the
oops,
water.
wrong thing. I had to hit that.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice.
Go ahead and roll that.
Wait a minute.
Didn't look like the sneak
Yeah.
attack damage.
It didn't hold, so
there.
I'll roll a d6.
Oh, very good. So an additional 3. He's still alive, but not by a lot.
Okay, and that'll be it for my turn.
Shellac attack.
Oh wow, really?
All right, Wansome.
Shellac him.
I reach up to this guy trying to grab onto me. I grab onto the ledge. I swim up. I grab onto it, lift myself up. I pull a little. I got a little satchel, like a little mushroom, on my shoulder that I've been specially sort of, and I pull it off and I squeeze it. Poison spray right in his face. Take that, sucker.
Ooh.
Try to drown me.
Nice trapping there, Gary. Nice trapping. I like that.
I try for you. I try. Poison spray. I think I target this guy. Then I press this button. And I
Nice.
fail. My mushroom was
No,
wet.
he fails.
No,
he
he
fails
failed.
the save and throw.
He failed his save, so yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Take some of this in the face hole. Yeah.
In the face hole.
He coughs and sputters, and does he get the poison condition with that poison spray, or is it just poison damage? I think it's just poison damage.
Way to
I
know
think
your
it
magic,
swells up
Monson.
his. What's the swollen sphincter condition?
That is a sad condition, is what that is. That's the sad.
Let me show you.
Okay, very good. Anything else, Wansome?
No, that's it. Take that in the face hole. It's good stuff.
In the
That
face
Van
hole.
Ruffian 1, he's going to go after Adara again. Ooh, he'll hit. And do 6 damage to you. And then his second attack will go to Warner as he tries to fend you guys off. And misses.
You don't want any of this.
Red Band Ruffian 3, he's, keeps stabbing at Wansome, trying to shove you under the water and or put a short sword through your eye. First attack hits. And he got you pretty good as you slump into the water and slowly start to bleed out.
Oh, bubble.
He kind of climbs up on these barrels, and he's going to have a little bit of a disadvantage to try to hit Warner, but he tries to get a second attack in on you, and I'm going to give him a negative 2 for that attack.
Yeah, you don't want that.
But he rolls a 20, so negative 2 didn't do much.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Okay, yeah, he gets you. You weren't expecting him up on those barrels and all, to the side there, but he is able to find a gap in your armor and give you pretty good with his short sword.
Yeah, he has the dexterity of a cat.
It's pretty impressive. Brax, we're back to you.
Wow. So we have Wansome that's pretty much floating face down in the water. And then we have this guy just hovering over the barrel. I think I'm going to go ahead and just move a bit. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move. I'm going to go ahead and just do what I always do and just fire attack on this guy. On the Ruffian 1. Bam! Then I'm going to go ahead and move. Maybe I'll jump in the water here. This is 30 up to here. And that's my turn.
So how tall are you there, Brax?
Well, I'm a human, so I'm just typical 6 foot.
Oh, that's right. You're not a gnome. That was your last.
That was my last guy that you killed. I mean, that
Hey,
was
you know.